There's a difference between being in command of your life and being in control. Let's be clear. You are never in control. God is in control. So you can command that you are in control of what you are doing and how you perceive the things that happen to you, because you can never be in control. I was in Vegas earlier in the week, and it was a good lesson. So I purchased a ticket on Frontier. I never fly Frontier. Now I remember why. So when I got to the counter, or let me back up a little bit. When I got to the kiosk area, I couldn't find my ticket. I purchased it on like a offline, it wasn't Frontier, it was like trip.com, booking, something like that. And I couldn't find my ticket. And so the lady said, well, ma'am, if you go to the counter, they're going to charge you just to go to the counter. I was like, just to go to the counter? She was like, yes. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, fine. So I'm looking for my ticket or whatever. And I finally find it. I go to scan it, and it gives me an error message. And so I explained to the lady, and she says, okay, now go to the counter, but tell them exactly what you saw so that they don't charge you for it. So I go to the counter, and I said, I didn't see it. It kept giving me an error message. So she says, okay, that's fine. And I said, well, can I get a printout of the ticket? I said, well, is that going to cost me money? And she said, well, it says that you're already checked in, so I can print it out for you at no cost. Okay, thank you. So she prints me out the ticket. So now that's 2 times, right, that I would have had to have gotten paid or charged for. Okay. So then she says, well, let's, check your bag. I had already paid for the check bag, so I was good to go on that. I had a backpack, and I said, what about my backpack? So the lady says, well, if it fits in the personal bag, you can take it on for no cost. If it doesn't fit and you have to like smush it in, then that's a carry-on. We're going to charge you for that. Okay. So I was able to do that on the front end. I was able to move some stuff around in my backpack so that it fit in there, so I wouldn't have to get charged for that. So it did become a personal. So I've walked through the airport, gone through TSA and everything. I'm pre-checked, thank you. That did work, hallelujah. I didn't have to do too many crazy things with that. So as I'm sitting there, they call everybody on the zones, but I don't have, because I bought my ticket late, I don't have a seat, right? So she says, okay, all lanes now board. So I go to grade board, and she scans my ticket. Oh no, you don't have a seat, so you need to go over there and stand over there with everybody else. Okay, so I'm standing over there with everybody else, and the lady comes by, and she has her backpack open, and all her stuff is kind of falling out of her bag. So she's kind of flustered. So when she gets ready to go on the plane, she leaves a box of her stuff on the counter, and I try to wave her down, but I wasn't able to catch her. So I said, okay, well, I guess I'll hold it until after the flight, and then I'll give it back to her once we land. So I'm standing on the side, and everybody else is going through, and then after everybody goes through, then they go through and check the people who don't have a seat, and they start putting people in seats. So I'm just sitting, and I'm waiting, and then it get to the end, and she said, okay, you're good to go. And so I checked the ticket, and I said, but you didn't give me a seat. I don't have a seat on it. So she says, okay, my bad, I'm sorry. And she gives me a ticket, and I'm in first class. So all my point is that even though you are not necessarily like in control of the things that happen around you, you can command that whatever happens, that you don't get frustrated, that you don't get angry, that you just kind of go with the flow. You pivot as things happen and as they move, and then it'll fall into place. So I got on the plane. I got a great seat. I got a seat next to the window. I was good to go. I was able to read my book and relax and do all those things. And even once I got off the flight, I was able to give the lady her items. She was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I just thought I had lost it. So moral of the story is just take it as it is. Go with the flow. Don't get frustrated. Don't get upset. Things don't go your way. It'll all work out. Okay, bye.